And 3, 2, 1. What's up, George? What's going on in the House of Craze tonight?
In the House of Craze tonight, we have another guest for you guys to enjoy. Producer Ryan Permison, plus is what you have up here on the card. I'm not sure what that means, but we're going to have Ryan on the show in a few minutes. We're also going to be talking about our Kickstarters and where we are. I'm about 48 hours away from ending mine. I think Sam's got another week. So we're going to be talking about that, spinning wheels, and all that fun stuff coming up right after this.
Let's get it.
We are the only show for independents all around, giving you a platform to spread your word all over town. Catch the Craze is the place to promote to your fans with the Dreamer, Medina, and Sam the Crazy Man. Subscribe to our show and never miss an episode. It's time to get your mans, listen to us on the go. Updated every week, we never miss a day. Join the squad, come on in. It's time to catch the Craze. If you are an independent, catch the Craze. Making moves on your own, catch the Craze. On your grind in the streets, catch the Craze. Join the movement, catch the Craze.
Yeah, George, we did it again. Come on now. You know you want to do it. Catch the Craze. Welcome to Catch the Craze podcast. I'm your host with the most, Sam the Crazy Man, Vera, and I am what?
George the Dreamer Medina. What's happening, everyone? Welcome to another exciting episode of Catch the Craze. It is November 4th. That's right, November 4th. What up, Michael? And we are live. We are live tonight. Lou, what up? And we are talking to you guys about indie creators.
Indies.
Our Kickstarter. We're spinning wheels. We're doing all that stuff. Before we do that, though, make sure you hit the like button. If you're watching right now, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel, comment, do all that fun stuff. Support the indies that we have on the show that we bring on and have conversations with, because we have a good time. And what you got going on, Sam?
What I got going on? Let's see. I just walked in.
What's been happening for the last, I don't know, 27 days or wherever we're at right now?
I don't know where we are. Yeah, we got Forbidden's in the pipeline. We're down to the home stretch, which we're in the final mile. And we are 4 backers away from unlocking the mystery stretch goal we are $200 and I think $40 or $60. I forgot what it is, away from unlocking the next milestone goal. So reward. So you got 2 ways to walk away with some amazing stuff. Sucky now. And so you got 2 ways to walk away with some really cool stuff. You can unlock the milestone and unlock the mystery stretch goal. And so we're in the final stretch. I did want to announce that I did launch the landing page for Cosmic Wars. So that's new. For anybody who don't know what Cosmic Wars is the first book I've ever published in comics as a publisher in Crazy Comics. And so I am redoing it all, re-illustrating it, rewrote some of it. I've added to the world, and it was the first introduction into the comic game in 2003. It was my first printed full color comic book back then. And so the landing page is up. I just put the landing page in the chat. If you haven't done so already, please sign up. The launch is going to be in February. If you back to Forbidden and you sign up tonight to follow, to be notified when we launch on Cosmic Wars, I will send you the first sketchbook with all the characters from Cosmic Wars and more. So all you have to do is sign up. Let me know that you did. Let me know that you did, and I will send you the link. It's I don't know how many. I think it's like a 24-page sketchbook PDF download. And I had a couple people hit me up this morning saying I signed up and I backed Forbidden. So I won't know if you signed up unless you let me know you did and that you also backed the campaign. And then when we go live and we launch and you back the campaign Cosmic Wars in February in day 1, you're going to get a holofoil. It's either going to be a print or trading card. I'm working on it right now, as a thank you. So you back both campaigns, you signed up, and you're going to get that in with your rewards. So lots to come. Cosmic Wars, Gorf. There's a lot of influence behind Gorf. We'll be talking about that during the launch and all the influences that created the character. But there's a lot of characters in there. There's Zarkinar, Zanzarax, there's King Nepter, there's Zap.
Sammy, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it.
No, you're getting ahead of yourself. There's still a campaign right now you guys can pledge to right now, which is Forbidden. Yes. Forbidden is the campaign that's going on right now.
But that's the incentive. You have to back Forbidden and sign up for Cosmic Wars to get some really cool stuff.
Yeah. And listen, I love freaking Cosmic Wars. You know how I feel about Cosmic Wars. That was the joint. But I don't want people to forget that Forbidden is live right now. And if you guys pledge to that thing right now, you're gonna get a wonderful book. So talk about the Forbidden, what we got going on, what stretch goal is coming up. Like you guys.
I can't talk about the stretch goal. It's a mystery stretch goal, but there's a really cool mystery stretch goal. I'm following Lou. Okay, you're gonna get the link in a minute. There's a mystery stretch goal for Forbidden, and it's really cool. And it's really it's for all of you not safe for work people, but it's really cool. It's really sexy. But when we unlock it, everybody gets it, and so that's gonna be dope. And the milestone goal it's unlocking another indie comic book. So another digital. So you're already getting 4 indie comic books because we unlocked the first 4. So here's another one that we can unlock if we get to that $2,000 mark, right? So once we hit that $2,000 milestone, actually no,
it's right there. It's close. Right?
Huh?
It's close.
The $2,000 is the mystery stretch goal. The unlocking the milestone goal, I think, is at 50 backers. I think that's at 50 backers. So we're close, and we have 8 days to go. And there are 48 of you who've signed up who are still watching it who haven't pledged yet. So I'm optimistic that you're going to come in the last few days. But I'm excited about that. And again, remember, there's a hardcover edition, there's a soft cover edition, and for all of you super duper fantasy lovers and fans of the crew, because myself and Anibal and George worked on this. And something I don't know what you're talking about. So if you're fans of the crew,
the dark side, Daphne.
There's also the super backer reward. So the super backer reward gets all the good stuff, plus you get me illustrating you as one of the characters in the Forbidden Mythos, and you become a trading card in the pack that comes in a holofoil deck, and you be one of the characters with a backstory also featured in the omnibus. So a lot of cool stuff, a lot of incentive. There's puzzles, there's stickers, there's a bag. The bag is dope. There's trading cards. Everything for your fantasy lovers adventures. Is a great time at night. It's a 300-piece puzzle you can play with your friends and your loved ones. So it's really a lot of cool stuff. And again, if you just joined us, if you haven't backed Forbidden yet, back it. Sign up for the launch of Cosmic Wars. And if you do both of them tonight or between now and the end of the campaign of Forbidden, you're going to get a free digital download of the sketchbook with all the Cosmic Wars characters.
Sam, are you doing late pledges for Forbidden?
Yes.
Okay, so then you not even just when it ends, but even for the late pledges, if you do that late pledge and you sign up, you're still eligible for that, right? I'm assuming, or no?
Yes.
All right, cool. Yeah, man. Yeah, you gotta do it, man. Gotta do it. But big shout out to Casey, the Sledge Storyteller. Carrie has he's launching Sledge number 4 on Kickstarter tomorrow, so make sure you check that out. Big shout out to everybody who supports
double dip the chipmunk. Yeah, man. Double dip. Yeah, man.
Yeah, big shout out to everybody who supports us here on the channel. We really, really, really appreciate you guys. The love and support you show us to these campaigns, to the channel, the likes, the comments. You guys come in here every week in the chat, and you chat it up, you talk to us, you make this fun. We really appreciate you. We thank you very, very much for everything you've done for us right now. And even in the case that we're doing right now, for example, we both have Kickstarters going on, and a lot of you have pledged to both campaigns. So we thank you very much.
And if you pledge to both campaigns, what do you get, George?
Yeah, them, Sam. Show them. You got the graphic. You got a print by Mr. Sam Vera.
You got a print.
Plug.
Right. So if you back Shameless Plug and Forbidden, you get that print. That's right. By me that I did of the Shameless Plug. And you also get this print. So all physical backers will get the physical version. All digital backers will get the digital version. So you all get these two prints, both done by me. So you're getting two prints on top of all of the things you've unlocked with Shameless Plug, on top of all the things you unlock with Forbidden. I mean, it's going to be Christmas in your house. I mean, you're going to have a whole lot of stuff. It's going to be dope, you know?
Yeah,
so it's pretty exciting. And again, we got 3 super backers left available in Forbidden. And we're close to unlocking the 5th milestone goal and close to unlocking the mystery stretch goal.
Yeah. And just a big shout out to everybody. All 106 backers on the Shameless Plug.
Killing
it so much. You guys have been incredible. I'm at 600% funded. I just broke the stretch goal. The 3rd stretch goal has been unlocked. The secret page that nobody knows about. You will find out why it's a secret. There will be a QR code added with a little video explaining to you why this page is so secret as you get it for the campaign. So make sure you pledge tonight, guys. We got 48 hours to go. I'm going to be spinning the wheel twice tonight. If we get 4 more backers, we'll get a 3rd spin in there. So make sure you check that out. What else is going on here?
What's up, Arroyos?
Oh, Aniba's in the house.
Yeah.
Oh, and this, I was okay. So check this out. So you know how we're always trying to convert our backers, right? Right now, the conversion rate for the Shameless Plug, we at the pre-launch followers are 52. 30 of you guys have already converted. So thank you very much for all 30 of you have converted already. There are 22 out there who still haven't done it, but there are 77 total followers since the campaign launched. What I'm doing is this, because you know how I like to give away stuff.
No, how do you like to give away stuff?
So if I get a 100% conversion, it's got to be 100%. All 77 that are following, all 77 convert to a pledge. I will then give you guys the entire graphic novel in PDF format once it's finished, delivered to you in your email as a thank you for everybody converting over to the campaign. Now, that's almost impossible to do. I understand it, but it's a gamble I'm willing to take. So if all 77 of the project followers that are following right now convert and pledge to the campaign, you will get the entire graphic novel in PDF format in your email from me as a thank you for converting. So
that is dope.
Let's get on that. The campaign ends November 6th at 8:15 p.m. If you're following it, don't wait. Convert. Let's do it. Let's make it happen. And we're going to be spinning the wheel in a few minutes. Sam, you got a spin going on tonight too, don't you?
No, I'm 4 backers away from a spin.
4 backers away. Let's get Sam spinning. Let's get Sam
4
spinning.
backers away from a spin.
And you haven't done so yet, make sure you
What's up, Ralph in the house?
Rafael, what's up, my brother? Welcome. So do you want to do the first spin here, Sam?
Do you want to do the first spin?
And then we'll bring in Ryan. You know what I mean?
We're talking about. What do you mean, me? You? Do you want to do it? Let's do it.
You're the producer, dog. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking with my producer, see how our time is right now.
He's like, who's just laughing? Where'd that come from?
All right, you ready?
There it is. You spin
in 3,
me round and
2.
Round.
Before we do this,
we're
spinning for this. We're spinning for one of these. All right, for a free graphic novel.
For a big nugget.
3,
there you go.
2, 1.
All right, let's see. Round and round we go. Where we stop, no one knows. I say 107.
Ooh, 103.
Oh, close. I was close.
Pleasure.
103.
103 will be the next winner. So we have one more spin after this, but we can do it after we speak to Ryan. Let's not keep him waiting anymore.
No, man, remove this. Get out of here, spinner. We got a winner. Chicken dinner. What's up? Ryan in the house.
That's a heck of an introduction right there. That's something you can't buy. You got to experience that for yourself, guys. It's like WrestleMania back here. No, hello there. Yeah, great to see you. Great to be here. It's great to see both you guys. Sam, you and I have talked a little bit in the past, which has been fun. You, sir, good to meet you for the first time. Co-host number 2.
Ryan, what's up, man?
Great to see you. Yeah, no, this is gonna be fun, and it's funny that Raphael's here because every time I see Raphael pop up in any of our chats, whether it's this show, another show, whatever it is, I lost the sigh. Then it just go, no, I can get it back. I can get it back. Raphael, let it go. And I just go into full TMNT mode because I love that freaking movie. I don't care what anyone says. I've seen it. I'll be honest with you. I think that and 89's Batman are tied, if not very close, 1 and 2, for most amount of times I've seen those movies. Honest to God.
Favorite quote from Batman 89.
Oh my gosh, there's so many. There is so many. I think this is gonna sound cliche. I'm sorry, but I think I'm gonna go with, you guys like shot. Now you want to get nuts. Come on, let's get
nuts.
Honestly, and the crazy thing is, this is a true story. My best friend, one of my friends from high school, he and I reenacted that very scene for his YouTube channel early on when YouTube was just becoming a thing.
Oh yeah.
So if you guys want, I can send you the link to the tape, and you can watch the footage of us shooting that scene, because I was Bruce Wayne in this equation. He was the Joker. And the props that we used in that scene, you're going to laugh so hard about the props that we used in that scene. I guarantee you. Exactly. Yeah, Raphael, that's one of my other favorite ones too. Where does he get those
wonderful toys?
Like,
there's just so many.
The movie is endlessly quotable. It just is. And it's been that way for how long now? 36 years? It's insane.
100%. You're absolutely right. So Ryan, you've spoken to Sam.
Yeah, he's been on my show, I think. Yeah, he's been on once before.
Met. So tell us a little bit about who you are, what you do, man.
You want to know about me? That's why I'm here. Oh, I thought we were just here to talk about 89 Batman.
89. Well, listen, we got plenty of quotes in the chat right now.
We got plenty of quotes. When you have a phone, you have a lawyer. When you have a phone, you have a quote. Anyway, sorry, that's a Maryland thing. For those of you who are in Maryland like I am, so to give you a bit of an icebreaker here. So my name's Ryan. Good to see you all. I'm from the state of Maryland, where they love to take all your money, which we put on the Welcome to Maryland sign. What's in your wallet? That's what's on the state of Maryland sign right there. So thank you, Sam Jackson. Appreciate you, man. He did the commercial for us. It was great. He's a nice guy, too. No, I'm just kidding. I never met him. But if I did meet him, I'm sure Samuel Jackson would be a lovely person to talk to. So I'm a podcaster. I've been podcasting on and off for about 16, 17 years. I first did it with some friends of mine from high school, and then that kind of went away a little bit after that. And then I rebooted it a little bit, and then that went away. And then I teamed up with a group of friends in college, and we formed a channel called Nerd Culture at the time. And it was during the lovely time called the pandemic. Okay. And we did it from 2020, and we've been doing it, continuing on since then. And what happened was, when the pandemic kind of ended and people started going back to work and school, they said, hey, we're going to move on to something else. But if you want to continue doing this, here's the keys to the castle. Do what you will. And I renamed it from Nerd Culture to And I Quote Channel, which is what it is now. I have over 1,700 subscribers, and I have over 260, 270 episodes of And I Quote, which is a weekly show that I do, where I interview indie creators from all over the world, such as you fine-looking gentlemen. And Raphael, you and I have had some conversations too, buddy. One of these days, Raphael, I'm going to get on your show, and then we can just quote TMNT all night long, okay? It's going to happen. Because we can avoid copyright from that, right, Raphael? No, we can't. But anyway, so yeah, on And I Quote Channel, I talk about movies, TV series. I interview indie creators from all over the world, people as far away as the UK. I've interviewed people from Australia. I've interviewed people in Canada. Sorry, Blue Jays.
Oh, dude, that was rough.
Would have been nice if you did, though. Would have been nice if you did, but wasn't meant to be. It's all right. Better luck next time, Toronto Blue Jays. Hashtag I don't watch sports. I just know things through the grapevine at work. I'm sorry to disappoint your fans out there, but I'm just not a sports guy. That's why I love pop culture. But anyway. So that's what I do. I've talked about movies, TV series. I talk about books and writing, because I'm actually a writer myself. I just became a recently published writer back in July of 2025. Right. I wrote a short story called Wolf of the West, which is a part of the Western Tales Volume 1 anthology that was published by Veritas Entertainment. And they just launched their website. So if you go to veritasent.com, you can find out more about the wonderful people over there at Veritas Entertainment, a great group of people from the great state of Pennsylvania. And I think one of them, I think all three of them are in Pennsylvania. I think one of them lives in a different part of the state or another state. I'm not 100% sure. Sorry, Luke, if I'm misquoting that. But still, reading books, very, very good to me. Pop culture, very, very good to me. And I've been going to Comic-Cons for 13 years. I've been cosplaying on and off for the last couple of years. That's been a lot of fun. So yeah, and I've been a nerd since I was like, gosh, probably like 3 or 4 when I saw TMNT Part 2, The Secret of the Ooze in theaters. Which is dating myself tremendously, but I don't care because I've been that way since I was 3, and I have no regrets or whatever they say on someone's T-shirt.
You know what's sad about that, Ryan? You're not just dating yourself; you're dating us right now. When you say you were 3 years old and in the movie theater watching that, when I was 15, when I was like 15 years old watching that,
I'm like, embarrassing.
I'm like, damn, Ryan, really?
Damn, I'm dating everybody here. Raphael, did I just date you, brother? Did I date you? I don't know.
You just dated the whole
Raphael just said to me, I love being a turtle. Guess what? I love being a turtle too, man. I love it too.
Cowabunga,
It's one of my favorite movies. It's one of my favorite IPs because the first 2, not counting the third, because the third one, I mean, third one's fine, but the first 2 are like, they're gold. They're just gold. So, TMNT has been very, very cool to me. So, yeah, that's a little bit about myself. I love writing. I love entertaining people all over the world, and I've been doing it since I was 6 years old, and I have no regrets. And I just hope to my goal for 2026, in case you guys are interested. Anyone making goals for 2026? I've already started making my list.
It's November.
It's November, so start making your list.
Checking it twice.
My goals for next year are to publish more short stories and put together short story anthologies. And then another one of my goals is to take one of my short stories and put it together as a 22 or 24 page comic book and launch it on something known as Kickstarter, which I think you fine gentlemen are familiar with. So once I start putting that together and starting to form a team, which I may go to some of you fine folks out there in the interwebs to get advice on where to start, where to go, how to do it, because I don't know what I'm doing. I'm kind of making this up as I go. So I hope to do that next year. So stay tuned, more to come. And I'm just going to keep doing my podcast until the day I die, because if you find something you love to do, it's not called work. So I'm just going to keep doing it. So, and my guest list for 2026 is already booked out till I think it's like end of May, beginning of June of 2026. I'm already booked out. So, and I quote, very, very cool.
That's awesome.
So if you guys ever want to be on the hot seat and talk to me about some stuff, or just talk about your passions, what your goals are in life, hey, I'm here to sit down and listen, because we're here to build each other up, not tear each other down in an Anti-Quote channel. So at Anti-Quote channel, we embrace the nerd within you. That's my mission statement right there. So there you go. Put that in air quotes if you want. Slap it on a t-shirt, son. So that is who I am. That is what I do. And that's, little bits and pieces of my Eat Your Hollywood story. Does that help answer your first question?
I think so. I think that answered my first, second, third, about 5th question.
Was it? Okay. All right.
I think we're probably done here. Ryan, thank you for coming on the show.
I hope not. I blocked out a lot of time for this.
This is just the beginning, man.
Is it? Okay.
Absolutely, dude. So, all right. So tell me a little bit about the kind of stuff you're writing, dude. Like, what is it that you like? I know it's a Western, but like, is that your favorite thing to write? Is that kind of like something you just fell into, like, oh, this sounds cool right now?
Well, it started out like, it's funny because in 2020, when we were in lockdown, everyone was, at home, and they were doing Zoom calls and virtual programming. So what I did was I participated in Zoom. I know this has since been disintegrated because of some stuff that went on behind the scenes, but just to give everyone some context, NaNoWriMo, which is National Novel Writing Month, that used to happen in November of every year, but I know they don't do it anymore because of stuff behind the scenes I'm not going to get into. They were doing it. They had some programs from my virtual or local library. So they were saying, hey, if you guys want to learn how to write, if you want to learn how to piece something together, we're going to be doing some virtual programming. Here you go. I signed up. I went through it. I took notes. I listened to what they were doing with the PowerPoints. And then for the second half of those lessons, they would say, hey, guys, we want you to go start writing for the next hour or so, and then come back. And then I want you to read what you have so far. And then we're going to give you constructive feedback on how you can shape and mold it and piece it together and things like that. And I said, okay. So we were sitting there one night, and I thought, I've been watching these movies called Westerns lately, and I really like Westerns. I like Eastwood Westerns. I like Sergio Leone. I like Quick and the Dead. I like 310 to Yuma and True Grit and all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to write myself a. So I just started writing a Western because it was one of the first things that came to my mind. And the feedback that I got was actually very positive because because I've never really written before other than that. Yes. So thank you. See, someone got my emails earlier. So this is a mock-up of a cover that I put into a certain thing that I know people are not really big fans of. But anyway, I know I don't want to get into that rabbit hole because I know some people are against it, some people are for it. I get it. It's a very touchy-feely subject, but still,
don't worry about it. We got you.
It works. So that's a mock-up of the cover, but not for the story I first wrote in 2020. The one I wrote in 2020 is called Outlaw of Virtue. And that one was about 2,000 words, I want to say, to start it off. So that's what it ended up being, between 2,000 and 2,500 words. And this is where, once again, this is where you can get Western Tales Volume 1. It has Wild West in it with the QR code. If you left that up there for a couple more seconds, people would have been able to take out their phones and scan the QR code. Darn it, there it is. So it's called Marketing 101, guys. Come on, get with me here. So anyway, I wrote that story. I sent it to a friend of mine who's an indie writer. He gave me more constructive feedback on how to shape it, mold it, all that kind of stuff. He said, okay, after these revisions, you got it. I like where this is going. This looks good. I said, okay. But the problem is, gentlemen, I wrote it as a cliffhanger and not as a one-off. So I backed myself into a corner without intentionally wanting to do it, but it just sort of happened. Right. So Outlaw of Virtue Part 1 is sitting in the back burner right now because I need to write Outlaw of Virtue Part 2 to wrap up what happens at the end of Part 1. So give me a moment to put that together. But that'll happen eventually. Hopefully, that's one of my 2026 goals, is to eventually get Outlaw of Virtue done, finished, and published. Anyway, so Westerns is something I really like. Granted, it does take some research because you want to be authentic to the time period and things like that. You don't want to, because readers who are like diehard readers, they're going to call you out on your BS if you're BSing it. Or if you're faking it, they're going to call you out on it.
Yeah, right.
So I did a bit of research, and then I got in touch with Veritas Entertainment because they have a podcast called the Men's Adventure Fiction Podcast, and that's how I found them in the first place. And they put together a writer's Discord and said, hey, guys, if you're into men's adventure fiction, which is like pulp stories, action adventure, suspense, noir, horror stories, that kind of stuff, join our Discord. We want to hear from you. We want to build a community of new and published writers and learn from each other and work together and things like that. I said, you know what? I buy what you're selling. Luke, Nate, Casey, I buy what you're selling. I like what I'm hearing. And I joined the Discord and I started talking to all these wonderful people. And because I started talking to them, it got my creative wheels turning again. And they were looking for submissions for the Western Tales Volume 1 that we showed you folks earlier. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna throw my name in the hat here and see what happens. If my submission gets in there, great. If it doesn't, hey, at least I can say I tried, right? Yeah. At least I can say I tried. Right. So I wrote it. I got people's feedback on it. I went back. I did revision after revision after revision. Then I sent it in, and I'm like, okay, this is it. And then they email you saying, hey, we got your submission. Give us some time. We'll get back to you after we review everybody's submissions, and we'll figure it out. And then a few weeks later, I got an email saying, congratulations, you are going to be a part of this anthology. And I'm like, what? Oh, I'm just a simple man from, trying to make his way in the universe, y'all. Like, what is going on? And this is the first time I've written anything in 5 years. And they're telling me that this story is worthy enough to be published in an anthology. Get the frack out of here. So, and when I got that email, I was like, oh my gosh, this is real. Like, this is really happening. This is actually a possibility for me now. So it happened. I got published. And as you saw the cover, and I got the physical copies over here on my bookshelf over here. I got the paperback and the hardcover. When that happened, and you get the book in your hands for the very first time, and all of you out there who have written a story before, you know where I'm going with this. When you get an email saying you've made it, that's one thing. But when you get the story, whether it's a part of an anthology or as your own book, novella, whatever it is, guys, whatever it is, when you hold that in your hands, it says to you, you did this. This is you. You are the champion. You are the world champion right now. And you have every right to be the world champion because you put in the work, right? You put in the effort. You put it out into the world. And this is their response to it, is that this is good. You should continue doing this. So I've talked to everybody in the Discord, and I said, I like this. I think I want to do it again. I got a taste of victory. I want to get that taste again because it feels good, doesn't it? It feels good. So I am in the process of writing another story that doesn't, in fact, happen to be a Western, but I can't say what it's for. I can't say who it's for because we got a certain document that says thou shalt not speak unless spoken to. So I'm going to respect that. I'm going to leave it there and give you a little bit of tease, and say, hey, 2026, stay tuned. More to come. There's going to be more Westerns coming at you. I'm going to start writing some coming of age sword and sorcery stories. I got a sword and sorcery story that I have to edit first. I got one or two people's feedback with editing advice in it within the document. So I got to go back and look at all the edits they want me to make and, look it over with a fine-tooth comb, fix it, shape it, mold it, whatever. And see what happens. But yeah, I want to publish 2 to 3 short story anthologies next year. I want to start tabling at events, selling my anthologies, selling my books, and be among the people. And, because it's one thing to go to Comic-Cons for 13 years, as I've been doing, but it's another to be standing at a table for X amount of hours every day during that convention, selling your books, doing the sales pitch, doing the elevator pitch, eating as many granola bars as you possibly can, drinking as much Red Bull, drinking as much water, coffee, whatever, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, which is the choice of a new generation, #not a sponsor. And, it's one thing to be an attendee, but it's a completely different experience when you're vending. It's a whole different ball game.
Absolutely.
I know it's probably not going to be easy, but I want to give it a shot and see where it leads because you never know where it's going to go. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take in this lifetime. So if I don't do this now or do this soon-ish, as we like to say on the interwebs, I'm gonna regret it, and I don't want to have any regrets. I want to go out there and see if I can make something of myself as this. Now, listen, I can be a podcaster for the rest of my life and be happy, but if I could be a podcaster and a writer at the same time, why not have one when you can have both? So there you go. That's what I hope to do next year. So if I see you guys on the East Coast and Northeast, where I am over here, please come and say hello. I would love to see you guys. I would love to work with you, talk with you, maybe even collaborate with you. If you want to, so listen, there's no in the word team, and this is a team effort. So if you guys want to,
dude, another great movie, by the way.
Yeah,
another great movie.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of working with. So
yes.
So if you guys want to talk shop about pop culture, movies, TV shows, books, comic books, because I've been reading comics since 2017. I don't have any regrets. Let's talk about that stuff, because what if I could take a short story and translate it into a comic book? Because I'm a visual learner personally. So I can read stuff on a page all day long, and I love it. Don't get me wrong. It's good to have your imagination do the work rather than you having the pictures in front, which I don't mind it. But it's one thing to have a book. But if you could translate a story into a comic book, how cool would that be? You say, you know what? I have my story in 2 different formats. That means I can reach multiple different kinds of audiences. What's wrong with that? I don't see that as a problem. I see it as spreading your wings and going beyond your limits, at least in my opinion. I can't speak for everybody, but
yeah,
that's how I feel about it. So that's what I hope to do. It may be, I may turn my sword and sorcery story one with the sword into a comic book. Maybe I'll turn Wolf of the West into a comic book. I don't know. Still trying to piece that together, as one might say. So we'll see.
Does it intimidate you to kind of like try to write a comic book script, or you haven't even thought about it that far?
Dude, it's Tuesday. All right. I haven't even thought about Friday yet. So let's not talk about it. No, I'm just I will give it a shot, but I haven't done like the research yet. I haven't done like, what are the steps I have to take to put together a comic book or piece it together, because listen, I can write, but for comic books, I think you have to write it a certain way. And I know there's like speech bubbles are involved. You got to make sure you secure an artist or, the layout or an inker or something like that, or a letterer, of course. There's a lot of moving pieces. And I'm, I don't know any of this stuff yet. I mean, I know of it from my conversations with other creators, but that doesn't mean I'm an expert by any stretch of the imagination. So, but I know I can go to You Find Guys to ask you questions. I can go to lonewolfcomics.com, my boy Rob Multeri, and talk to him about some stuff. I can go to Lori or Carissa, some of the other guys over there, some of the fine young men and women. So, I haven't thought that far ahead yet, buddy. So give me till next year, we'll get there.
But you know what it is? The reason why I say that to you is because, we're talking about 2026, right? And before you know it, it's here. And like all these questions that we didn't even think about right now are like, shit, I should have thought about that sooner. And and you seem to be ready for 2026, which is the reason why I asked you, because you were like, yeah, I'm ready to rock. So no, but I love the fact that you do have the mindset of, yo, man, at 2026, I'm doing this. I'm ready to rock with that. And I would love to see you know, some of your writing, and I would love to see, you know, some of that stuff in comic book format, because I think it would be fun.
Yeah.
What's the story? What's the story about that you have in this anthology?
Well, I mean, like I said, I'm in the process of developing anthologies. Right now I have the Wolf of the West has been published. One with the Sword is being edited right now, or in the process of being edited. I'm making the edits on that right now, at the moment. And then I'm writing this new story that's for something that I can't disclose as of yet, because, you know, NDAs, all that stuff. But I just want to keep writing Westerns and write some coming of age, you know, stories, something like that. Maybe sword and sorcery is involved, because I got a buddy of mine, Grayson D. Sullivan, who's a good friend of mine, who is a very, very well tuned, or an expert in sword and sorcery. He's gonna be like, yo, bro, I got this sword, and I got this myth behind it and all that stuff, but where do I go with this? Like, where are some other things I should consider when writing this part of the story? So he gives me his feedback. He's like, well, this is what you need to consider, because if it doesn't match up to this, you're going to run into this issue, or you're going to run into that. So I got my boy Grayson D. Sullivan I could go to if I want to write like a noir type story, or something that's like set in the 1920s or 30s, like an Indiana Jones type thing. I can go to Terrence Lehue of Suit Up the Podcast, good friend of mine. Check him out, Suit Up the Podcast, Terrence Lehue. His new story, Mitch Mayhew, Diamonds in Denver, just came out last week on Amazon in paperback and ebook, so check that out. It's about a pilot 1920s who's, you know, his past is catching up with him, and he's got to go on a new adventure to get himself out of it. It's, you know, kind of like the Rocketeer in a way. So you're into that sort of stuff. But no, I just want to keep writing, you know, stuff that I enjoy, whether it's Westerns. I'm toying with coming of age / sword and sorcery right now, so I'm seeing if I'm going to, you know, continue on with that or not. It's an experiment right now. But I just want to write good adventure stories, you know, because I grew up on things like, and a lot of us did this, right? We grew up on the adventure movies like Indiana Jones and The Mummy and National Treasure, the good one, not the, you know, I mean, 1 and 2 are fine, but the TV series, I heard it was trash. So Nick Cage, if you want to be in my, you know, adaptation of my comic book, let me know. Just saying, Nick Cage, Gone in 60 Seconds, one of the greatest movies of all time. That movie is so good. Love Gone in 60 Seconds. That movie turned 25 this year. I don't care. I love it.
Wow,
I know.
Holy
Listen, before Fast and Furious, people, there was Gone in 60 Seconds with my homeboy, Nick Cage, and Angelina Jolie, all right? Remember that.
Right.
Remember that.
That's right.
So yeah, I just want to keep writing. I just want to keep dipping my toes into genres I'm familiar with, but also I want to dip my toes into stuff I'm not, you know, an expert in, or I haven't written a story in yet. I want to try writing my hand in a noir story, because I love stories like Casablanca and what's the other one? Maltese Falcon, you know, with Humphrey Bogart. Notorious with Cary Grant and Ingrid Bergman. If you guys are familiar with Hitchcock films in any way, shape, or form, I want to write stuff like that, because I love watching those movies. And you know, if you find something you like, you should give it a shot. And who knows, maybe I'll write something in a genre that I'm not a big fan of. Like, I'm not the biggest fan of horror, but maybe I can write a, you know, what's your favorite scary movie? You know, maybe I can write a scary book. I don't know. Maybe a scary short story. Maybe something that's in the thriller genre. Maybe a psychological thriller that like twists the mind, you know, or something. I don't know. I respect horror, but I'm not the biggest fan of it. So we'll see. But I just want to write adventure stories. I want to write something that people can just enjoy. The kids can enjoy it. The youngins can enjoy it. You know, something that covers all bases. I mean, obviously, I want to focus on adult stuff too, but at the same time, I don't mind writing for audiences of, you know, both young and old, because if you can reach both, it's, what do they say in this business? It's a win-win. So that's kind of what I want to do, because I love Indiana Jones. I respect I've come to really appreciate The Mummy of '99 with Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz, because, dude, I didn't know this too much beforehand, but the Mummy's got a huge cult following. Like, that movie's got a huge following.
Yeah.
So if I can write something in the vein of that, or something that's like gets people excited like that, I think I would have done something, you know, because in my opinion, the biggest reason why I do all these things, gentlemen, and for those of you who are watching or listening to this at home, I do this because if I can make one person out of a million people smile or laugh or enjoy themselves or enjoy whatever, you know, content or whatever I'm creating, I would have done my part for society. Because I think life is too short to live in the negative and live in the darkness. But let's face it, we live in a crazy mixed up world. We have lived in it for a very long time, pre and post pandemics. Okay. We've seen some shiznit. Okay. We've seen some, you know, so it's like, I just want to bring smiles to people's faces, man, because I was put on this earth to do a couple of different things, but one of them specifically is to entertain the millions and millions of people out there, because I want to be one of those folks who is the cream that rise to the top. Oh yeah, the cream of the crop. You know, because listen, I grew up watching pro wrestling. All right, I grew up watching the latter part of the Monday Night Wars between WCW and the WWE, which is some of the most entertaining. But yet, when you look back on it now, some of that stuff is NSFW stuff. But at the same time, there were some very good moments during that period of time. Because in 1998, that's when I started watching professional wrestling. And in 1998, I realized, oh my gosh, this is actually fun to watch. People powerbombing each other, people getting pedigreed, rock bottomed, settling personal scores, maybe going after the tag team titles between the Hardy Boys and the Dudleys and Edge and Christians of the world. I mean, who doesn't want to watch that? That's some good stuff. Yeah, Raphael. Oh yeah, that's right. Yesterday's news, big time. Yeah, dude.
Raphael
I can give you some Macho Man. I can give you some Ric Flairs because I've watched so many of those promos on YouTube. Have you guys watched those promos on YouTube? Because those are some of the best pieces of material that I have ever seen. I mean, Raphael, you know what I'm talking about, right? To be the man, you got to beat the man. All right? Remember that. Remember that, Raphael. Remember that. Yeah, Annabelle saying he's got lust in his eyes. Yeah, because he's talking about the rivalry between Savage and Hogan back in the 80s. I know what you're talking about. I wasn't there for some of that. I'm sorry. I was born in the late 80s, but I still remember hearing the rumblings of that because my older brothers watched wrestling as kids. So I get it.
Right. We know you were born in the late 80s. You were 3 years old watching.
That's right. I was 3 or 4 in
I'll never forget that.
1991. Not forget that. 1991.
Never forget that. You were 3 years old watching
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And Sam's wondering, oh my God, how old is this? What am I doing here? What is this? I'm in the Twilight Zone with this kid.
Oh, sad. So
Lou Pond says my other half is a voice actor. Oh my gosh. Oh boy.
You've triggered.
By the way, Lou Pons has been in some chats in other shows, Sam. She's been in, they've been in other chats. Lou Pons, you're cool. Did I ever tell you that?
Yes.
You're awesome.
She's my drawing buddy. We draw on Saturdays.
Is that who it is? Oh my
God.
Lou
Pons and Marco DeFilio. Every Saturdays you'll catch us at 6 p.m.
Give me a holler. Let's get you on the show. Let's go.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Dude. She's amazing, dude. She's amazing. Man, Ryan, you are a ball of energy, my brother.
Am I?
Holy cow, dude.
I know. I've been up since 5 a.m. I've been up since 5 a.m. at 2 different jobs. I have a full-time and a part-time. So
what time do you crash, bro?
Whenever I have time, man. Whenever I have time. Isn't that right, Sam? Whenever we have time to crash, that's when we do it, brother.
That's it.
Yeah. No, I it's a balancing act. It's not easy. It's not easy.
Sleep is for the weak.
It is. People have said that to me numerous times in my career, and they say to me, you do realize you're going to have plenty of time to sleep when you're dead, right? I'm like, well, yeah, but if I don't get any sleep now, I'm going to have these giant circles under my eyes, and people are going to wonder if I'm some sort of a zombie movie or something. And I'm like, I don't want to be like that, because otherwise people are going to be tempted to double tap me, and then I'm going to be dead, and then Twinkie is going to come over and be like, all right, time to nut up or shut up. Let's go. You know, did you ever see that movie Zombieland? Ever see that? Dude, I remember seeing that in the theater. I remember seeing that in the theater. You guys remember that? Lou Pond says I'm going to be on your show. Thank you, Lou Pond. Sign up at the link in the chat. Get to those links. You got to get to those links.
Oh man! Oh, amazing! Dude.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm overtaking your thunder here, guys.
Dude,
but,
do what you must.
It's awesome.
I mean, your goal is to catch the craze. So I'm just, you know, maybe I am crazy. Maybe I am insane. You know, maybe I am insane. You know, I don't know.
Man.
It's what happens when you grew up watching wrestling and movies all day. It's what I watch. Well, that and Fox Kids. I watch Fox Kids every day of the week, twice on Sunday, and then on Saturday nights, I was watching Saturday Night Nickelodeon. I was watching Snick back then. I was watching all that, Kenan and Kel, Are You Afraid of the Dark, which was my introduction to horror, by the way. Does anybody remember Goosebumps? You guys remember that? So I was watching Goosebumps. Yeah. The fact that R.L. Stine is still writing at what is he, like 92 something, like the fact that he's still doing that, that is insane. And he's doing conventions. So
wow,
when I see R.L. Stine, I'm going to walk up to him and be like, man, I just got to tell you, the cover to your book, The Girl Who Cried Monster, and I remember the episode, I remember that story, is what got me into the show and is what scared me. Like almost half to death at a certain point when the episode comes to its conclusion and you find out what was going on the whole time. I'm thinking to myself, okay, this is creeping me out, but why do I find myself wanting to watch another episode? I don't get it. Like I get scared almost every other episode, and yet I'm still watching it. I don't get it. And Raphael, you're right. Insanity is certainly a virtue, and I am a very virtuous person. That's right. Just like Savage was, just like Macho Man Randy Savage. Insanity is a virtue. Yeah. It's like, yeah.
I met him in Times Square in New York City.
Oh, you met Raphael?
No, Macho Man Randy Savage.
Oh, you met Randy and
he's
oh my
massive.
God.
Massive.
Is he like because does he have 24 pythons like Hogan did?
Yeah, because they had Worldwide Wrestling restaurant place, and he was doing a signing there, and he was walking down with his manager and Elizabeth.
Oh, with Elizabeth! Holy shit!
I was like, dang, it was huge.
Elizabeth, look into the video scope right now. Yeah, tell him can anyone beat the Macho Man? No. Can anyone beat him? No. Say goodbye. Say goodbye. Get out of here. Oh, that was a little harsh, Randy. Yeah, well, wrestling is a rough sport. Dude, every single one of his promos was gold. It just, because do you remember, he always had a prop, Sam. He always had a prop with him. Coffee cups, newspapers, broomsticks. He had coffee creamers, about the cream of the crop, right? Michael is saying it in the chat right now. He's saying it. So he had what else did he have? He had like a t-shirt or he's like he had a garbage can with like with a towel in it. Oh my God. I laughed so hard. He's like, right over here is a crying towel. I want you to give it to Tito Santana. You know, because things are just popping, things are just moving, things are looking real colorful. Just like the Silver Cloud Rolls Royce, Jorge. Top of the line. Yeah.
Oh shit!
I think we just lost our co-host here of the show.
I think
Ryan has overtaken the show.
I'm looking at Dan. I'm looking at the comments. Dan's like, "What the hell did I just walk into?"
Is that what he said?
Like, he has no idea what just happened right now.
Let me read this. Loving it. If I can read this. Oh my God!
I'm here for it.
Oh yeah, Dan says, "What the hell did I just walk in?" Holy crap!
Yeah. Lupas, the creamers,
Love Strike Force,
confetti. It's insane, dude.
Oh, KC, the Sledge Storyteller. By the way, that's one of the most unique names I've heard in my internet career. Oh my God,
I love it.
Let's get KC on my show. Let's do. Maybe he can survive. I don't know.
So Raphael had a blast on your show. You guys went back and forth and. Lots of Macho Man.
We were, yeah. And don't get me wrong. If I see him again on one of my shows, Raphael, we get you on set, brother. It's gonna be pandemonium. It's gonna be like the handshake. We become the Mega Powers. Yeah. You know. Do you remember the Mega Powers? Oh
no.
Man. Look that up, man. Look up the handshake between Hogan and Savage. He was like, "We're gonna break into the stratosphere." You know, it's just, look at it on social media. It was basically either a predecessor. I think it was the predecessor to the scene in that little indie film, remember Predator, where he says, "Dylan, you son of a bitch." What's the matter? The CIA got you pushing too many pencils?
I love this guy.
What about Jorge? You had enough? Take it easy on yourself, Dutch.
Oh God!
I'm sorry. I think I've watched one too many movies this week, Jorge.
Yeah, maybe.
Yes. You can't go on Ryan's show.
Give me a text.
Yeah, you can't go on Ryan's show.
Annabelle is saying, "I love this guy." Which guy is he referring to? Are you talking about Jorge or Sam, or are you talking about me?
He's about you.
Yeah.
You.
Did you see them tag team the Outlander?
No, I don't even know what that means. But yeah, so yeah, that's there's my wrestling impersonations for this evening. And yeah, that's just what I want to do, man. I just want to keep podcasting and writing and one of my other goals next year is to maybe take some, because I know someone who runs some programming over there, like writers retreats and things like that. So I'm hoping to do something like that next year, maybe go on a writers retreat where all we do is just go and talk with each other and just write stuff. And it becomes a book or a story. Like, I think that'd be kind of fun, you know?
Yeah.
I just want to keep writing, but I also want to improve on my craft because there's always room for improvement. And I just want to learn from everybody. I want to listen to everybody. I want to soak it up like a sponge and just You know, I'm the Padawan here. Like I am the apprentice of this whole writing thing, because I know how to podcast. I can do that all night long. But writing is a different kind of ball game, gentlemen. You guys know this. So if I can learn anything from you fine folks out there in the interwebs, I'm looking forward to it, because, you know, listen, I may be 38 going on 150 here, but, you know, you know, you can always learn from others, you know, and you never know what you're going to learn too. Like you could just have a conversation one day and they could bring up something to you and you're like, oh, I didn't even think about that before. That's actually a good point. You
I'm
know,
gonna be doing a lot of thinking after this show, Ryan.
for sure. I think Sam's going to be doing a lot of thinking after this show too. But yeah, no, I just want to keep learning. I just want to keep learning, honing my craft, take some courses through printtopro.com, which is a website I was recommended to a good friend of mine, TG Brown, which you can find at TG Brown Books on Instagram. He writes adventure stories and Westerns. He's a very good friend of mine. He's a friend of the Veritas Entertainment family. So look him up. His book, Cut Them Down, just came out a couple months ago. It's a Western, because he's writing crime thrillers that are set in modern day, but he just wrote a Western as a dedication to his father, which I thought was really, really cool. So check him out. TG Brown Books on Instagram. So he's been very, very good to me. Instagram, very, very good to me.
You've been you said you've been doing conventions 13 years.
13 years. I've been going. I've been going to conventions. I've been cosplaying for the last 4 or 5, I want to say, and then I've been. The thing I do at conventions more than anything else, gentlemen, is networking. Networking is the biggest thing that I do. I talk to as many people in Artist Alley or Exhibitors Alley, however you want to phrase it, right? I try to talk to as many of them as I can. If their artwork catches my eye, or if one of their books or comic books, because I do like comics as well, even though I got a lot of books more so than comics. But I do have 3 short boxes of comics in my storage locker, okay, guys? They're just not here right now. Can you take a message? So I don't mind comics, but I'm just so used to reading books right now. So, you know, I just, you know, stories are fun. And I just want to keep telling as many as I can. If I can tell a good story and it gets great reviews or whatever, great. If it doesn't, that's fine too. Because, you know, no one's perfect. I'm not perfect. And I know that there are going to be folks out there who are probably going to give me negative reviews. And that's okay, because, you know, you take it with a grain of salt and you move on. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. You know, listen, you know, Forbidden may be the best comic book known to man, but someone may read it and may not be a fan of it. And that's okay, because Forbidden's not going to be for everybody. But I know one thing. I did back Forbidden. So I backed your campaign, brother. You got my email. I texted you the moment I backed it. I'm like, yo, I'm back at number 23, 24, whatever it was, right here.
22.
Right here
You're back at 22.
22. So, which is a lucky number now. Thanks for telling me. So, and we're on episode 607 of this series, and I'm on episode 607. That is a big deal. You know why? Because 607 is a lucky number. 7 is a lucky number. So it was fate. This is fate. It was destiny. It was the will of the Force, because I'm a Star Wars fan. It was the will of the Force for me to be on this set and talk with these 2 gentlemen right here, because they've been in the business a lot longer than I have. They know things that I don't, and that's okay. Because I can text Sam and be like, Sam, I'm a little confused on how this works. Can you explain this to me? And Sam and I will set aside some time for he and I to sit down and a Zoom call or whatever it is.
This Sam? You're talking about that Sam?
Yeah, I'm talking about this guy right here.
He's going to set some time?
I mean, if he has any time, probably not.
I would love to see that.
I'll text Sam. I'll text Jorge. I'd be like, yo, let's talk about this a little bit.
Yo, it got cloudy already with this shade, bro.
No, I wasn't trying to.
Not you, George.
I was gonna be like, George, what are you doing to me, man?
I'll always make time for you, Ryan.
But yeah, it's
family now.
Yeah, exactly. It's about family. That's right. Yeah. They made 30,000 movies out of that when they should have stopped at 7 after Paul died, but they didn't. They kept milking the cash cow.
They kept going, bro. They're gonna keep
there's
going.
like 30 of them now. It's ridiculous.
It's nuts.
And the next one I heard is going to be in outer space. And I heard Tom Cruise is going to make a cameo because he wants to shoot another, not a Mission Impossible movie, but like an adventure movie actually in space.
Speaking guy.
Wow.
I'm waiting for the next Riddick. I said, Tom Cruise, I love you, brother. You've made some of the best movies in adventure film history over the years, but I don't want to see you go up into space and film a movie. But just use CGI, man. Use CGI.
He's got to do his own stunts.
We won't mind it. We won't mind it. You've used, CGI in other elements of your action movies. I mean, most of them are practical stunts, but at the same time, like, there is a little bit of CGI in all of those Mission Impossible. There has to be. Nothing is 100% practical 100% of the time, guys.
No, you're right.
And I don't mind that because it's like, it's still a movie and it's still a good movie. A good movie is a good movie. It doesn't matter if it uses CGI or not. If it's a good movie, it's a good movie. It just is. So, and granted, all pieces of art are subjective. Let's not forget about that. But still, yeah. So that's, yeah. I just, I want to go on writers' retreats. I want to maybe take some courses, improve my craft, just keep writing, keep pushing, keep hustling, and just, it's going to be work. It's going to be work. But, if you love what you do, it's not called work. So if I love what I'm writing, I mean, writing's the easy part. It's the editing and the publishing and all that other stuff. That's going to be a challenge. But hey, I know people. I have connections. That's what networking is all about. And and I know I'm not going to be alone in this. Right. Sometimes you're going to think you're alone because when you're doing the writing and all the other stuff behind the scenes, you may think that you're alone, but you're really not. And this is somebody I didn't get a chance to emphasize. This, some people I was talking to earlier. No one gets to where they are just being by themselves 100% of the time. They don't. They don't. In any occupation, in any walk of life, you do not get anywhere by yourself. You can try, but that is why you fail. So when you team up with people who are fans of the same things that you are, and you work with people who are in the same industry that you're in, or you're aspiring to get into, learn from those people, listen to them, honor them, respect them, tell them, thank you for your feedback. Thank you for your lesson. Thank you for your talk. Could we possibly talk again sometime about this? And they will say, yes, I will talk to you again. Let's exchange contact information so we can keep in touch. Absolutely. Why not? Because you have nothing to lose by talking with other people in your business. You have nothing to lose. Nothing at all. So I'm going to continue. I'm going to continue to word sling. All right. This is what I'm going to do right here. This is it. So a friend of mine, Bobby Nash, came up with this. I don't know if this is like he originated this word or he found it through another form of means, but still, this is a writing journal. Okay. And it says it's word slinging time. So when I see this every day, that means, all right, you got to go to work and you got to put something on this piece of paper, or you got to put it on your computer, however you want to do it. Doesn't matter. I got all these blank sheets that are just itching, clawing to be written. And my friend Bobby wrote this to me when he sent this over to me. He says, Ryan, keep on word slinging. Bobby Nash, 2025. Nice. Booyah. So I'm going to remember that. And I'm going to do my best to word sling every day, even though I work a job where I have to get up at 5 a.m. and go in at 7. It's not easy. But if I don't word sling every day, I'm going to do my best to try to do it every day in 2026. It's one of my other goals is to word sling every single day, whether I want to or not. Just write something. It could be anything. It could be a journal entry. It could be an idea for a story that you're going to write somewhere down the road, right? Or it could be, a conversation you have with somebody and they recommended something to you. You want to write it down. That's still writing. You're writing something. Because I started writing this story for, I can't disclose who and what for it is yet, but I started writing the story. I said, guys, I'm, X amount of words into this. I wish I could have done more, but this is what I got done today. And they said, what are you talking about? That's a great start. 378 words. That's incredible. Why are you beating yourself up over that? You shouldn't be, because that's 378 words you have now more than you did before. You see what I'm saying? Like you have this now. Run with it. So
Ryan, you are a man with so many freaking tidbits of information, dude. I love it. I love it. No,
I feel like I feel like I am a DB on steroids.
You need to come back on this show. But
do I?
Yes, you do. Absolutely. Okay. You have the calendar. You gotta sign up for the show.
I do have a calendar. Yeah.
Let's go.
And I have your links. I can sign up again. Right.
What show are you going to be at next? What convention? Because I would love to meet you in person, bro. And just
all right. So to give everyone an idea, and I'm sorry if I talked too many people's ears off about too many things. I know I kind of went in a couple of different directions here, but still, my next show that I'm planning on attending is the Frederick Comic-Con in Frederick, Maryland on November the 16th, which is a Sunday afternoon. I'm planning on being there for that one. And I'm also planning on being at Ocean City Comic-Con, December 13th and 14th in Ocean City, Maryland. James Dufendock is the runner of the show. He's a great friend of mine. He's been on the show before. I'm going to be there as a member of the press. I'm going to be there hanging out with all the vendors, hanging out with all the guests. They just announced they have a great roster of guests from the comic book industry, from the entertainment industry, such as if you're a fan and you grew up like me on something known as Power Rangers as a kid, they have Deborah Estelle Phillips, who played the Yellow Time Force Ranger. Katie is going to be a guest at Ocean City Comic-Con on December 13th and 14th of this year. And then they just announced yesterday, and this is something I'm very excited about, Patricia Patz, who was the voice actress for Peppermint Patty in the Charlie Brown animated holiday specials and movies, is going to be at Ocean City Comic-Con in Ocean City, Maryland, at the Roland E. Powell Convention Center on December 13th and 14th of this very year that we are sitting in right now. So if you want to go to the Comic-Con, go to oceancitycomiccon.com today, look it up, get your tickets, book your hotels. They got a great deal going on with I want to say it's the Grand Hotel of Ocean City on 21st Street over there, which is by the boardwalk area in Ocean City, Maryland. All the links and where you can get the convention rates, and also the Ocean City, Maryland buses are going to be comping your fare if you show them an image that you're going to the Comic-Con that weekend. So if you need to take the bus to get from point A to point B during the course of the convention weekend, it's going to be free if you show them that image from their Instagram or Facebook or their social media pages during the course of that weekend. So I'm planning on being at Frederick Comic-Con November 16th, and then I'm going to be at Ocean City Comic-Con December 13th and 14th. I'm going to hang out with as many people as I can. I'm going to network with as many people as I can. I'm going to want to hear from everybody. I'm going to want to pass out some business cards and get you fine folks over there to be potential guests on And I Quote, which is a talk show that I do every Saturday at 12 p.m. Eastern time, where we just do a Q&A. Think of it as two friends just hanging out at a coffee shop, just catching up with each other. We're just saying, hey, what are some of your favorite movies? What are some of your favorite TV shows? Or what made you decide to become a writer? I want to know. Like, just tell me. So if you are interested in any of that stuff, check me out on social media at where it says at And I Quote channel on Instagram, Facebook. We're on Twitch. We're on TikTok. And YouTube is the primary source of where I stream, but I do live streams on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch every single week on Saturdays at 12 p.m. Eastern. And then I do movie watch-alongs where you're basically watching us watch a movie, but you're more than welcome to watch that same movie with us through your own streaming device or physical media service. And we got movie watch-alongs planned for November and December, and we already made our schedule for 2026. I just want to warn you folks, we got a lot of great movies turning a certain age in 2026. So stay tuned, more on that later. But if you want to join us for movie watch-alongs on Friday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern time, we're doing one for the 10th anniversary of Creed on November 14th. And then on November 21st, we're celebrating 30 years of Pixar's Toy Story. Yeah, that's right. Toy Story turns the big 3-0, folks. Tune in for that. Crazy. And then to wrap up the November month, on November the 28th, which is a Friday, we're going to celebrate 30 years of my personal favorite James Bond movie of all time, because it was the first one I ever saw in theaters, Pierce Brosnan's masterpiece, GoldenEye, on November 28th, 7 o'clock Eastern time. Watch the movie. Watch the movie along with us. Comment below in the chat. Every show that we do is 100% live. Everything we do is live because I love interacting with the people out there. So if Sam, George, you guys want to tune in, you want to have a seat at the table, let us know. Comment along in the chat. Raphael, I expect you to be there, man. I'm looking at you in this chat box right now. So be there, be square. That's what I got going on. And if you want to check out my short stories, there's a link in my link tree, which has been posted here in the chat. Or if you guys need it, I can send it to you guys personally, whatever.
The link is in the summary in the chat.
Yep, it's in the chat. So check it out. That's where you can find out links to where if you want to be a guest on my show, if you're interested, you can sign up there. There's a Calendly link there. Sam, you use that too. It's cool. Great system of scheduling, right? And if you want to purchase a copy of Western Tales Volume 1, which is where Wolf of the West is included in an anthology with 16 writers and 15 different short stories, and you're a fan of the Old West, check it out. It's on Amazon in ebook, paperback, and hardcover. And guess what? The holidays are right around that corner of Know Your Role Boulevard and Jabroni Drive. So why don't you treat yourself or treat a loved one to a copy of an anthology that gives them a little taste of the Wild West. So there you go. There's my 600-minute sales pitch. And by the way, Raphael, definitely whip out your N64. Play the GoldenEye video game. I got an N64 that still works. I got GoldenEye that still works. So if you want to come over to my house, even though you live like 6 hours away, let me know. Or if you want me to drive up there or whatever, like I'll come over there. We'll play N64. We'll do multiplayer, or something. Maybe Sam and George will join us. Who knows?
Who knows?
We get the four of us. We get the four of us playing that bad boy. What do you say? You guys in?
Let's go. Let's do this.
Make it a Friday night with video games, a movie, and a pizza, and a video game night. Let's go.
Let's go.
Take it like it's 1995, y'all. Come on, it's the 90s. It's hammer time. Come on.
Ryan, you've been amazing, my brother. We're going to let you run, but thank you so much for coming on, man, and we'll see you soon.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys. Look forward to coming back for part 2. But have a good one. Oh, and in case I don't see you guys, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Manamana.
Peace out, brother.
Oh, Ryan. Holy cow. That was amazing. That was amazing, dude. That was amazing.
Yes. That was
big shout out to Ryan. Make sure you sign up to his channel. Subscribe.
Yes.
Subscribe to the channel. Hit him up there. And if you want to be guests, he's inviting everybody to be guests. His Calendly has the sign up to be a guest. But remember that goes all the way out till May. So make sure you do that. Sam, let me share my screen so I can do a spin, and then I got to run because I got to go to Mr. JD Calderon's show tonight to continue to pimp my shameless plug. So let me know when it's up on the screens. You guys are ready? This is the second spin of the night. Let's get it popping. 3, 2, 1.
32.
We are going
35.
up. 36.
Wow.
36. So back at number 36. Expect a little gift. Sammy, I'm going to run. You're going to stay here and tell people goodbye?
Yeah, I'm going to close this out. So, yes. So everybody else out there, I remind you guys, Forbidden. We're down to the last 8 days of Forbidden. If you haven't backed it, please do so before back is away from unlocking the next stretch goal, the mystery stretch goal, which is pretty fantastic. Just 4 back is away. And also the next spin. And if you haven't signed up for Cosmic Wars, I just put the link in the chat. Please sign up for the launch of Cosmic Wars. Issue number 0 launches in February. And again, if you back Forbidden and you sign up for Cosmic Wars, let me know you did so. And I will send you a link for the first ever sketchbook with all the character designs from Cosmic Wars. So that's going to be fun. And so, yeah, we're 8 days away. Next week, we're going to do the ending campaign finale, and so I'm hoping to get up to 50 backers. We're 14 backers away from that, so a lot's to come. There's a lot of free stuff, a lot of freebies. We've unlocked 4 free digital comics already, so you're getting 4 free digital comics. You back Shameless Plug and you back Forbidden, you're getting 2 prints. A lot of free giveaways, man. And also, if you back both campaigns, Cosmic Wars and Forbidden, you're going to get free short stories, 2 of them next year, sent to you on email for Forbidden, which is also pretty good. So we're giving the world away in the kitchen sink. So sign up for Cosmic Wars. Let me know that you did. Lupon's already did. I sent you the link. You got the download. Hugo Dolly, he hit me up. He says, I signed up for Cosmic Wars and backed the campaign. So I sent them the link. So it's as easy as that, just for signing up and backing Forbidden. So there you go. With that said, thank you all for watching tonight.
One more thing. If you guys haven't done so yet, make sure you pledge to the Shameless Plug, please. I have 47 hours away. We just unlocked our stretch goal of 3,000 somebody. So we're all getting that secret page that I've been talking about. And the campaign ends on Thursday. So hit it up.
Yes, hit it up. And it's the last week. I think yours ends Thursday, right?
Thursday
it's the last week, man. Hit it up. Let's make it happen. Again, if you're a fan of Arroyos con Pollos and George the Dreamer Medina and Sandy Crazy Man Vera, you're going to get the trifecta with Forbidden. So it's pretty dope. Signed up for Cosmic Wars. All right, bro. So look for
Elliot's campaign ends in a few hours. So if you guys haven't done so yet, you never know, ends in just a few hours. So make sure you pledge to that also.
Yes.
Sammy, I'm out of here.
Yes. All right, brother. Yeah, you never know. Go and check it out. It's fantastic. Again, a lot of great stuff. A lot of great podcasts. It's as simple as hitting the link that's in our chat in the summary. It's also on dutiesworld.com, and it's also on the YouTube channel. So with that said, I want to say thank you. Join me Saturday, me, Lupons, and Marco DeFilio. We will be drawing live. Cosmic Wars. This next weekend, I'll be drawing one of the ships Gorf rides on. So I'll be doing some cool stuff live on the show. And each weekend, I'll be doing a different part for Cosmic Wars to promote the campaign that's coming out. But yes, Drawing with Friends is what it's called. It's 6 o'clock Central Time, which is 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, where Lou, myself, and Marco DeFilio, a bunch of fantastic creators, will be drawing and chatting together. So I hope to see you guys this Saturday. Don't forget, sign up for Cosmic Wars, back Forbidden. Check out all of our indie friends out there. Thank you all. Thank you, Ryan, for being on the show. You were fantastic. My mouse can't even get it working. Yeah, Ryan was hilarious, man. Oh my gosh, cheeks hurt from laughing. Thank you, everybody. I am Sam the Crazy Man Bearer. Wish you all a good night, and we are out.
It's just easy. It's not.
Crazy. Acquiesce.
No, I was talking about my friend Acquiesce. Say my name, right? This is what you were thinking? Oh, my. He described me. He said, I'm the
What? Catch the craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze. To Catch the Craze. You are listening to Catch the Craze. Catch the Craze. You're listening to Catch the Craze.
Candy girl.